Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone. So this ball will come out to the 30 now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, set. Black, 95. Needle, blue. Yellow, blue. Hut, hut.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go now. Set, hut.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Taken down at the 43-yard line. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Set, hut. 45, wide. Ready, ready.
Love looking to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. But, man, his first throw, that nearly went the other way. Instead, it's 4th down.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down.
Black 40, green jack. Fury, yellow. Set.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory as they've got it to the 28-yard line.
Ready?
Love now. Setting up the screen to Harris. He'll get it inside the 20. And finally down at the 9-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
1st and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season.
Ready. Yellow, 43. Set, go.
Here's Jacobs. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Raiders' 11-yard line.
Shovel, 38. Hut, hut.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. Touchdown, Packers. Matthew Golden, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Packers are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, come on.
They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Second down, 8 to go from the 28.
Here we go, here we go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Ready.
They'll go again with Jeanty. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
On first down, it's Jeanty. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Ready.
Up the middle, it's Jeanty. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third down at 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
19 side, 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 19 Lions.
Out of the gun now on third down. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 40. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1. A lot more to go.
10 for 11. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll look to throw here on first down. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Throwing deep for Murray. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Go! Ready, ready.
A run straight ahead with Jeanty. And they will only muster a yard here at the 38. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there as they get maybe a yard to the 37.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Let's go. Set.
Here's Love. That's complete. He finds Jaden Reed. And he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. It comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
7-7, our score after 1. Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ultra. Let's go now.
Now a give, right side. It's Lloyd. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Ready?
Now Love. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 34 yards. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. The drive will begin with a run by Genty. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Come on.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead they'll head off up the middle. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of people are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. In motion goes the tight end. Once again, it's Genty. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
This defense is really fooling around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Look at my team. Hot 70, hot 70. Read alert, read alert.
A run out of the gun with Genty. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 41 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
If they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
He finds his man complete. That's Murray. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
Ready.
On the give, Genty. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And we often talk about defensive ends setting the edge, sometimes even the outside linebackers. But how about here? This is a quarterback essentially setting the edge and finishing off that play for a loss.
60 Vikings. Buffalo 18. 18 Rattler.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Murray. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Warriors 70.
They'll set up a throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
19 Tiger.
In motion, the tight end. A give out of the gun to Genty. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, that's a real nice job there by the defense. defensive front, they just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Panthers 60, Panthers, go!
On the give, Canty. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Cut 19! Cut 19!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing deep for Murray. Now he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Bates' kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Yellow, 43. Ready.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, he finds his running back who snuck right down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Willis. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Willis looks to pass it here. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this one is right through. And that moves them up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
Here we go on the return from the 1-yard line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Going up top. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I established the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
From the 29, here's second down and 3. Now a handoff to Genty. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 57 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Tyson Campbell up to make the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Second and 6.
Cowboy 80.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And a running slowly materializing there as they'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Now they'll change things up.
19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Panther 11.
They're going to look to throw. They'll try and do this himself. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Set, punt.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And we'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Go pink. Yellow, 22, ready.
On the ground, it's Jarquez Hunter. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red.
Love from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. This will wind up a loss on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
They'll run with Genty. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19.
Back to throw now on 1st down. He'll find Genty out of the backfield. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Genty. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's go now.
They'll run. Here comes Genty. And tough sledding. They get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Panther 60. Panther 60. Dragon 60.
He'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Warriors 70. Here we go. Here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Looking to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And we'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
On the ground, it's Genty. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
19 tight. 19. Ready.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's a 2nd and 7. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Now back to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown at his NFL debut. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying score, so 17 all as they come up on a 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Hey, green. Fury, yellow. Hut, hut.
Throwing. Love. Able to find his man, Kraft. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Packers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Drill green. Ready.
Love. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
That's complete to Dobbs. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to get this one back, so it is a first down. Even though he recovered his own fumble, you know how much he hates to put the ball on the ground. He's going to be frustrated with himself.
And what do you think the time frame was from the time the ball escaped his grasp to him getting it back? It didn't take that long, right?
Right.
To him, it probably felt like hours because he's agonizing, like, I've got to get this football back. Able to get it done.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Jacobs from 17 yards out. And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Raiders 17.
So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll just get rid of it.
At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
Second and 10.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a first and 10.
A gain of 12. First down, Las Vegas.
70 Rangers. Ready.
Back to throw.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but wasn't enough to get him to completion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Nothing, 19.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Murray. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now a 3rd and 6.
Come on. Hey! Mike, go!
They'll look to throw again. He'll try and do this himself. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the 4th quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Love, they go play action now. And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now.
52 points. Ready.
Love looking to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. Ronnie Johnson picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Bronco 80.
A run. It's Genty. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Cougar 19. Catch back. Kennedy Lions. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Warriors 70. Trap 60. Trap 60. Cowboy 80.
He'll look to throw. Guys, man, complete over the middle. That's Murray. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Here now, 2nd and goal.
Crack all 80. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 18, 5 in.
They'll drop the throw. And he's got it. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
This is 1st and 10.
Set, ready?
Love. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
One last shot now for Love. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1. And one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Las Vegas, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
I give it all away. You're like my reason for life when my dreams seem so far away. You give me more than I don't fade. I don't wanna go to war. You don't wanna give me peace. I can never leave you alone, even when I'm overseas. If I gotta do a show, you coming with me. Baby girl, you a prime time. I don't care if everybody see. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Nobody, and I don't care about the rest. You're mine. Nobody, and all is taking all this time. You're mine.
Tell me you love me, but no one above me, even when it's ugly and money get low. Trust me, even when it's one thing right after the other, the nerve really. Miss me, I know it's been 15 long days since I've been away. Tell me you waiting at home with the baby and tell her that daddy's so proud of the way. She teaching her mama and daddy to be more like kids and still handle the biz on the road. Cause I got a dream that I never could sing and say. Excited to see where it goes. I love the environment I could provide you with. Just have a writing about you in these songs. You taking me higher, no need for a lighter. The spark of my fire inspired this poem. Gone. Couple weeks I had to leave, now coming back off road. Tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and tell me you love me, and don't let me go.
Nobody, and I don't care about the rest. You're mine. Nobody, and all is taking all this time. You're mine.
Yeah. Yeah. Clears out. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My thing I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on a camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 220 on me, hustle and grub. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got self. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. Big hate, no glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish bad, most want it. Hold up, let me switch the flow. Just like a breaker, yeah, I'm addicted to dope. This a cold word, yeah, keep a in my coat. Money hungry, yeah, tryna give me some more. Don't op pack, this ain't talking down on glitz, I like he ain't the GOAT. If you don't agree, ask the streets and yeah. This fire air, you already know. Already know how it go. Already know I got shit on go. Money calling, gotta go. You gotta go if you play or you troll. Freshest on the globe. Got tryna snatch out my soul. Running back pockets on swole. Young, got a whole lot of zeros. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My thing I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on the camouflage bells. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue devil. 220 on me, hustle and grub. I'm nothing like them, I put paper over pleasure. I used to want to imp, now I got self. If it's about money, then you know it's whatever. If it's about money, then you know I'm on it. Big be hate, no glitz, I don't it. Can't take my chain, ain't nothing like homie. South Middle Spanish bad, most want it.